Yes.
See, is this going? So we won't get interrupted every 10 minutes, like the last bunch of times that we've done this.
No.
Oh, do I have the mic on? There's always something. You just let me know whenever you're ready.
Oh, I'm pretty ready. Put this mic down.
I do want to actually get the picture of Superman up because I just love it. The black screen just looks weird.
Oh, okay.
Just talking to a black screen.
That reminds me. I was supposed to bring you your gift, but
oh no!
I have not finished it yet. It's definitely a painting.
Oh, it is?
Yes, but
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I've been kind of slumped, and I meant to have it done last week, and I just couldn't muster it up, but it is on its way.
That's awesome. I'll have to make you a song sometime for like a combined
free download,
combined birthday present.
Yeah. Am I okay?
Yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I think we're good. Let's see. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we're good now.
Okay.
I did want to. So I was talking to you the other day about. So I have 3 singles that I'm working on.
Yes.
And have you ever heard the song that I have called "Come With Me"?
I'm sure I have.
I don't know. It was an older song. It's like I don't know, but
I think I heard you play it live.
Probably. I think the band has played it. So I have the song called "Love," "Our Love," and then "Come With Me." And there'll be 3. Like it'll be a 3 months in a row. You know, so 1 month, 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And so that's the project. But I'll send you the songs tonight. Because I think that would be so fun. Because I would love to like have your paintings like in the John White's, in the canon. I call it.
Oh no! Okay, yeah, I like that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
We'll like combine the podcast and the John White's too a little bit, which is cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I'm down for that.
I think it's fun because it is kind of like, the first song is "Love," the second song is called "Our Love," and it's really like about, like a communal. It's not a one person thing, you know what I mean? So that word "our," and that's sort of the thing. And then "Come With Me" is like just about fucking. It's just like I'm gonna have an orgasm. I want you to have an orgasm. Come with me. That's basically what the song's about.
Okay.
So I think it'd be awesome to have like a really a sexual painting. Obviously, I want you to do whatever you want, but that's just my idea. Is like having you do 3 of the single covers. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
Because I love your paintings, and I know you, so I get to ask you. I mean, I'll pay you, of course.
Oh, it's cool. I'll
pay you the proper price
for album covers.
Yeah.
Well, I will figure it out, and I'm very honored. I'm very, very honored. That is a huge thing to trust me with. So
no, not at all.
It is not lost on me.
You'll be awesome
what you're asking.
No matter what. It'll be awesome. I know. Your stuff is always so good. Sorry, let me frame this a little better.
Cool.
I'm like twisting and I went and saw not Chuck Berry. Fuck. Never mind. Chubby Checkers is what I was gonna say. This is so unprofessional. This is the most unprofessional podcast on the internet.
It doesn't matter.
So this is like the 3rd time you've been on. That's awesome. That's so fun. I feel like I haven't even had anyone on twice before.
Oh, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
You
shit.
3-peat. So that's fun. That's cool.
Guess that means I need to be more busy.
I can't do it.
Busier.
It's been like every 4 months. About every 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I guess so.
So
yeah,
you've been busy.
Yeah. No, this is totally a joke. I'm very in demand and busy.
I'm not. I am not.
No.
Right now. No, I'm kidding. I mean, I'm just hanging in my basement right now tonight. So I don't really know what to talk about, but that's what's so awesome about podcasts is that you just
just go for it. Yeah.
You're starting a podcast.
Yeah, I guess would that be the real term? Or it's more like a vlog.
Okay. Are you gonna do audio version of it? Like put audio?
No, just visual.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. I literally just started posting stuff over the weekend, and I want to try to make it weekly. I think weekly or bi-weekly, just talking about what I'm working on and maybe various paintings that I've already done or people have questions about. I'll talk about just my style or just any art related kind of tips too, using social media or getting over fears or being camera shy, that kind of stuff. Stuff that, I don't know, I think emerging artists at least, really could use, stuff they could really use.
Yeah, I definitely feel like, too, and I don't know, I mean, this is off. Yeah, there's all that kind of stuff, like, there's all that kind of stuff that people just, there's so many things, like money is a big thing, like get money from the shit you do, It's, I mean, obviously you have to do some free stuff at the first, but like, people are gonna start trying to like pay you so little for. So yeah, I think there's tons.
Or ask you to pay them to play. Yeah, I've definitely seen a lot of those.
People will definitely that'll be a cool tool to have. Is to have you do that. That's cool. I mean, to have, be able to watch that and get your advice on stuff like that.
I hope so. I mean, not that I am so wise and know-it-all, but I think just having somebody who's in the trenches along with you and is like, oh, this is what I've learned. And, can leave out a lot of that art wank and just be real with people. Maybe there's a voice like that out there or several, but I'm just going to toss my hat in. I think that's something I bring to the table.
Totally. I'm listening to an X-Men podcast, and I would listen to another one if there was another one that was good. You know what I mean? It's like, it's not like I have, people have so much time now.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just, it's unbelievable sometimes, in a day, I feel like how much information I get. I'm just, so tired and, it's cool, it can be cool just working out to exhaustion or whatever, but I just think fuck yeah, and I think to anyone they should start podcasts.
Yeah.
Anyone that feels like they have why not? There's no reason. I feel
we have the tools.
Yeah.
It takes nothing now. I tell people all the time, especially people who are artists but are afraid to put themselves out there, but yet they want to know what the next steps are, which is weird. I tell people there's no excuse.
Is there a way I can do this and not have people think it sucks?
That's
basically what they're asking.
Yeah.
Is there a way I can do this and have no trials or any tribulations at all? It's no, dude. People aren't going to like your stuff.
Yep.
For sure.
Yep.
No matter what.
No matter what.
You can find a bad review on anything. So
yep.
It is that's an interesting concept. Do you feel like that's the biggest thing is just... To me, I feel like that's the biggest thing. They're just afraid of what other people think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do think that's a lot of it. And they don't want to do a lot of work. I think they want to be just stuck in the studio. I'm just going to be in the studio, paint, do whatever, do my thing, and just... That's it. It's just going to blow up because I'm me. Or whatever, because I tried. Nah, I don't think they want to do the groundwork. They don't want to do the research. They don't want to go out and be visible as a person, you know what I mean? Networking and just meeting other people in general, sharing themselves. So in this day and age, I don't know if you can do that as an artist unless you're fucking Banksy. But I think that whole enigmatic artist thing is, you can't really do that anymore.
And isn't he someone else on the side? He's I don't know anything about the guy.
Oh.
Isn't he like a pseudonym of I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm talking out of
yeah,
my
nobody
ass.
knows.
I don't
know. Some people speculate that it's a collection of artists that is the entity of Banksy, but yeah, nobody knows. And I think to be able to do that is pretty incredible. To be able to be mysterious but still sell and be as prolific as he is. Yeah, that's Mazel.
Can I play something really fast?
Sure.
Sorry, I want to just... This is the right clip, I hope.
And why do I say that? Because after 46 years and teaching you morons for 23 years, you want to take the easy way out. Because you think life is a journey. That is horseshit. Life's a journey if you're a moron and you're retarded. That's why, that's what you've done with the life up heretofore. It's been a journey. And how good is the fucking journey? You tell me. Wouldn't you have rather, when the first time you went out with somebody that you thought you were in love with, thought is the operative word, wouldn't you have liked to have a template? Oh, let's follow this process instead of, because that is a journey. And all the mistakes you made, and raising this fucking little shithead for kids you got, instead of having this book. Life doesn't have to be a journey. It's a journey for morons. You think life is a journey for the Trump kids? It's a motherfucking process, the same process his daddy raised him by. Same for me. Life ain't a journey if you're my kid. It's a goddamn process. So you tell me, if you're results orientated at all, who's better off? The journey or the process? And you just heard, but he was able to come back from death. Rigor mortis had already set in. Come back from death, and now we're following the steps more carefully, as he pointed out.
Okay, I don't know what this part's about. That's not the clip I want. But there was a part where he's like, "Love doesn't get the job done. If it did, and I really felt like talking about Trump's kid. I mean, it is when you think about the election. It's like, yeah, love doesn't get the job done. Like, love didn't stop, organization and so. But I just like that idea, like you were saying, and I know we've talked before about like money and just how there's so much stigma, and I think when you're a kid, stigma against money. But because when you're a kid, you don't need money. Yeah. Like you don't, a soda pop is bought to you by someone else. Like a pizza is bought to you by someone else. Whatever it is, and so money's just like this thing. You're like, I'm never gonna compromise or do anything to try to make money. Yeah. And like you're saying, like if you think like people are just gonna discover you because you're good, that's ridiculous. I mean, it's just it might happen. Yeah. But that can't be your goal or that can't be your game plan. Mm-hmm. Be like, okay, well, I'm just gonna keep making great stuff and hope somebody fucking comes into my basement and sees it. But that doesn't work that way. I mean, and I know from experience, too, to be like, like I just paid like $400 to get my T-shirt printed, and I was like, fuck, all right, like there's my money to go get the T-shirt, and it's like, then we figured out something else. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna give you another $100 because we're gonna do hats. And but it's one of those things where 10 years ago I printed shirts, sold out. 5 years ago I printed shirts, they sold out. And what's with the the 5-year gap is like it's ridiculous. I shouldn't. Anyone that says money is the root of all evil, like that's just something rich people say because they don't want you to have it. Right. Yeah. So like I have this idea like, oh, I don't want to get caught up in like making money, and it's like, why? I mean, I have to make money. Like, the more money I make, the more fans I can have. The more fans I have, the more money I make. Like, it's like this thing that I can like a Ouroboros type thing. Where it's like, but it is a thing where you have such a ridiculous blockage about money, like, oh, money's for sods, and it's like, no, money's what you're afraid, like, money's the test you're afraid to study for, and like, you don't want to have to put a value on it because you don't want to like go out there, and like Kanye West said something about it too, where he's like, yeah, like, that's the excuse indie bands make so that because they're not more famous or because more people don't like their music. Oh well, you know, making, you know, the Beatles were the most famous band, and I know times have changed, but like, they were the most famous band. They were rich as fuck the whole time they were making music, and that money didn't corrupt them. That money didn't make them make bad music. They made better and better music the older they got, and the more they went along. And it's like, it's just we have this very stupid kind of like punk rock idea about money.
Yeah.
You know, and I totally want, you know, always want to keep things, you know, punk on in a way, you know, like on the cheap and like doing things like that. But just like this idea that like you shouldn't be successful for like hard work that you do or whatever. And it's like, if you can charge $50 a ticket and sell out an arena, like, or whatever, or like be like, you know, Kevin Hart and $200 tickets at a fucking arena, why would you not do that? Like, is it bad to make the money that people are trying to pay you to perform?
Yeah,
it makes no sense. And it's just like, I don't know. It's a thing that I think if I was younger, I'd be like, oh, dude, your t-shirts ran out. You should buy more.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason, because people wanted that shit. So
Yeah.
I also thought about too, like, where Star Wars. I was like, I love Star Wars, and like the most money they make is off the merch. They make money off the movies.
True. Yeah.
And it's like, it's not about doing that, but it's about at least keeping that in your head and not being ignorant and like letting some other company take your merch money.
Right. Yeah. So. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is not a bad thing to make a living off of what you want to do, especially if it's something you create yourself. And yeah, I mean, I've never had that problem or that struggle, really. I think the struggle is just how much to charge. But no, I have no problem saying, yeah, this is what this costs or whatever. Because, yeah, you need money, and money itself isn't evil. It's the love of it that is actually the evil in it. And so, yeah, I mean, I think as long as you don't get too carried away with that part, then, yeah, make your money, do you. That's what we're all trying to do in some form. Just, yeah.
It's America.
Yeah, right.
No, it's true, and I mean it is, and it's I don't know, it's an interesting thing, you know. That's so nuts to be a painter and like paint something and be like, all right, it's $1,000, but it's gonna be worth like a lot of money when I die. Like the second I die, like you have no idea how much value jump that's gonna have. That's an insane thing, you know. I mean that's true with music too, like Prince or whoever. I mean, Michael Jackson, I know, like, the week Michael Jackson died, that was, like, they made so much, I can't remember the numbers and all that, but it was just, like, an astronomical, like, amount of money in the digital age, and so, whatever. It's a painting more so, because painters, like, aren't appreciated ever when they're alive, like, musicians are, not ever, but, like, musicians are often loved and, you know, get a lot of blowjobs, and great, you know. It's not like a lot of painters that get like blowjobs, right? Like some like weird painter guy who's like super eccentric.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe painters get laid really hardcore. I don't know. With music, I don't think I would ever get laid if it wasn't being a musician. I think I would be still a virgin. I'd be a 31-year-old virgin right now if I didn't play music. I feel like that's like, girls are like, cool, I sucked your dick. You might be famous one day. Let's move along. I'm gonna go somewhere else. Like, okay, bye. I love comics. I know. I don't know what to do about it. I know I've got Han Solo and Carbonite on my wall. What am I gonna do? No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. No one's hollered at me because they're like, oh yeah.
Really?
Not that I know of. No, being an artist definitely has not helped me with that part of life. If anything, I can distinctly remember it being a hindrance in my last relationship.
Why? Would you mind me asking?
No, not at all. Well, I think so this was back when I was living in the East Coast. There's a completely different mindset, different type of person out there. So I didn't think that I was going to face this with a dude, but the dude that I was with, he was very much about ambition and making money and having a certain kind of life and all that. And I guess he saw me, at least the way I received it, I think he saw me in my pursuit of, okay, I'm going to do art or whatever. I think he saw that as a negative thing, as well, for one, you don't have XYZ level of education. Two, you're not going to make a lot of money as an artist. I think he saw that, or my pursuit of that as something, I don't know, lesser, or just, I don't know, I think he just saw it as me being complacent or something. Because it wasn't like a job I could go to every day.
For sure.
You know what I mean? Inspiration or, productivity isn't the same thing as any other kind of job. The benchmarks for success are not the same as any other kind of job. But I think because it wasn't something he could really see or quantify, he saw me as like, well, what are you doing with your life? Why do you want to do that? Maybe you need to go back to school to do blah, 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 blah. And yeah.
Was this the guy that tried to come back?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, totally different. He came back totally different as far as that stuff goes, the art stuff. Probably because I was doing it consistently. He could see it.
Oh, I didn't know you meant it.
Right.
I didn't know you meant what you said.
Oh, you were actually, yeah. I think, because he did come back around. That was the thing that prompted him, or at least gave him an excuse to find a way to contact me, because things were starting to go really well with that, and I was being really visible with it, and people were responding to it, so he could see, oh, what's going on over here? Yeah. Back then, he couldn't see that, because I was still trying to figure out that plan. So, yeah.
Yeah. Men.
No, I wouldn't say that. That was him.
No, yeah.
Yeah, now, I don't know, maybe people think it's cool, but I don't think it's benefited me.
That's really I have no idea. I never really heard of, like, it was really funny. I was talking to this guy at this. I've never really heard of, like, artists, guys, like, doing it for the chicks, really.
Right.
Like, there's this guy I was talking to at the Loving Cup. Mm-hmm. And I don't think he'll watch this or whatever. But, like, he was talking about, like, I was like, oh, man, you know, because I was like, you playing any shows? I don't know. It's just, like, this thing that musicians just have to ask each other.
Oh, that's fine. I get it. It's the same for artists. Yeah, you have
work
up?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You might care sometimes, but sometimes you're like...
Just making conversation.
I just don't want to be rude. It's like not asking how are you? It's like all these added things. But I was asking him about it, and he was like, just saying like, yeah, man, I mean, I'm just thinking about like playing some open mics, you know, and like getting out there and playing some open mics. I'm like, you should do it, dude. The chicks would love you, man. And I was just kind of joking around. And he's like, dude, I don't have any problem with that.
Oh.
He's like, you just take him back to your house, play the guitar for him there. And like said something like that.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, you suck. And it works for you, but because it's like, you're so good looking.
Oh, gotcha.
It's just like this added thing, whatever. So, I know musicians, like, it helps. Like I said, I don't know if I would ever, I'd still be a virgin, I think. Cause it's like... I think about it so much.
I think it's different for men, maybe. Well, male artists.
I think it's too. It's like because you're a guy. I mean, it's hot when girls are musicians, but I always kind of think they're crazy. I'm always kind of like, oh, she's crazy. She's gonna be nuts. So
you would know, I guess. Mm-hmm.
But like, if you're a guy, you're like, oh, look at all these people looking at him, but he chose me. I mean, I kind of understand that in a way. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, you were just the girl that was
I mean, sometimes, yeah.
No, I mean it is, but it's like it's not like there's 15. You know, if you're AC/DC or whatever, but
Yeah.
fucking like Tame Impala, I'm sure there's like all sorts of girls wanting to suck your dick. So
Yeah.
if you're just a regular band, you're like cool. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Right? Happens sometimes, and it's pretty cool when it does.
Cool. No, that's awesome. It's great to at least have that.
You got to have something.
get-
Yeah, if you've got something, you feel lucky at least. These bald gingers. I don't know. Let's see. I know. I'm just joking. Totally joking. All right.
Yeah.
Let's move along. What else is there? But art's it's just a very, with anything. Like my main thing now is just thinking about like, fuck, why did all these people start to suck when they turned like 35? You know what I mean? It's like a whole like echelon of people that like, just their quality of art like really diminishes. But it's mostly musicians too, like filmmakers. That's not very true.
Okay.
I don't, painters. I don't think that's true. It's not true for composer, but it's like this specific thing of like a lot of like musicians just start to like suck ass. And I mean, from what I know from hanging out with a lot of musicians are just lazy. Musicians are just lazy, and they're just like, oh fuck it, like I don't want to. I know that album took a long time to make that people really love, but like I don't want to spend that much time anymore.
Gotcha.
So I don't think we worry. It's like, is it a thing like boxing or like, like if you're a boxer, you can't be like boxing. You're like 45. You're getting your ass.
Usually
worked,
no, yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think with art, it's all like a complacency. What you ask out of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you ask a lot out of yourself, you'll get a lot out of yourself. But if you're just like, fuck, here's some shit I threw together real fast. You guys are gonna like it as much as the old stuff, right? The stuff I put no effort in, you're gonna like as much as the stuff I was super passionate about. I don't think it works that way. That was like
no.
Because I've written like, even in just the last like couple months, written like some of my favorite songs that I've written, and I'm like, oh thank God. Like I'm in my 30s.
You haven't hit the downslope yet?
Well, and it's like the last year I've written a ton of songs, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not fucking worried. I mean, that's just age, as R. Kelly would say, age ain't nothing but a number. And he said that while he was having sex with Aaliyah, who was like 14 at the time, or 15.
Young.
So
too young. Yes.
he was like, no, I'm not having sex with her. I just wrote a name of her album. Do you know about that story?
Yes.
I love that.
Yeah.
Age ain't nothing but a number, and she's like 15,
Nasty.
and they're having sex. He just likes me young. I mean, everyone's got their thing. Sorry. That's horrible. He like, oh my God. I think I talked about this on the podcast, but like, I went and saw R. Kelly, and like, there was like a point. There was like girls there, like 12-year-old girls, like 2 or 3 of them with this family. They were at this R. Kelly show, and he like came over and was like singing right by them, like right by them.
Bruh.
It was so funny. I was just like, do you know anything about this guy? Why some people were protesting this?
Yeah.
But I also was like, you know what? I'll just like watch my daughters really closely at the show.
He's not helping.
He was so sexual, and just these like 12-year-old girls like having so much fun. It was just so funny.
Aw. Well, I think that's aw. Well, if you're with your family, I don't know.
If you're with your family watching a man masturbate, what's better
It brings
than
us all closer together.
That's what Mormons meant by family honeymooning. Family time.
Yikes. Very interesting. Well, other than that, was it a good show?
Oh, he was amazing. I mean, and that was amazing too. It was just like so funny.
Yeah.
Like it was just great. He was really. I mean, he's a star. What can you say? He's a true. He's a true star.
Yeah, he has that it factor. Whatever that is.
And he was 50. He was like recently turned 50.
Yeah.
So it was just so awesome to just see that and be like, oh wow, yes, you don't have to grow up. Like, just don't grow up.
Do you? Just
Yeah.
be real.
Or like I see like Fred Armisen or people like that, or Colin Quinn, and they just like dress like they're 25.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
they're, like, not 25. And they're just like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
I'm just gonna do this because that's what you do. Like, I was thinking about it too. It's like I went into I had headphones on and I was like listening to music earlier today, and I was in the grocery store. Oh, it was at Costco just right now. You picked me up from Costco.
Yeah,
right. That was awesome. I was at Costco and I was just like listening to my headphones, and I was like, normally I wouldn't do that, but I was just like, fuck it. What would Colin Quinn do? He would be listening. You wouldn't be fucking caring.
No.
Just like, I don't care. I've never been like that asshole with his headphones. Why he has his headphones out here? He doesn't use it in a public space. And I just like, fuck it, dude. Oh, I don't know. That was off subject.
No, it's fine. Always be yourself, kids.
Yeah, always be yourself. That's the biggest thing about being an artist. Like, if you like it, if you're not deluding yourself,
yeah.
If you really like it, fuck, dude, what is it? Like, what can you do? That's where I'm at. I'm just like, all right, I've got 9 albums, and I'm writing my 10th, 11th, 12th albums.
That's crazy.
And, like, what else can someone can't give me shit. Like, that's something that's coming out. So it's like,
yeah.
So what is the dream? The dream is to, like, find fans, But, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, that is the biggest part of it, is like making the art. If you're down with it,
Yeah.
Like Rick Rubin could like make my music better or like help me make an album better or whatever, but like Rick Rubin or anyone liking my music would just make me feel good. It wouldn't like change the music.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, that's the way to go. But that's a hard place to get to.
Yeah.
Because no one can teach you that or give you that. You have to already just kind of provide that.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
That's like stripper confidence. It's just like when you can just go out on stage and be like, yeah, look at all my shit.
Yeah, you're going to pay me.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
Yes.
Oh,
I
right.
have once. I would definitely go again. I would need money, though. I think at this point, I don't think I want to part with money unless I know it's going to be this bomb-ass experience. But,
girls can't really get lap dances, huh? That's hard.
they can't?
Well, I mean, you can get lap dance, but, like, you couldn't just, like, you're not going to bust in that.
Yeah, it's not the same in that sense. So, point taken. Yeah, no, the first time I went to one, and the only time so far, it was back in D.C., and so it was in this kind of... So in D.C., I believe you can't get fully nude. I think it's just bottoms only, I think. But there's this one little strip club...
Wait, you mean you can only show the vagina? Bottom.
Oh no, I mean I'm sorry, like the or top only, awesome. Whatever the term is.
You're like, no breasts.
Sorry.
Only vagina. Only cock and vagina. You can't have it. This is off limits.
Straight to the money shot. No, I think they just could only get topless. But there's this one strip club that kind of was just outside of that zone, I guess. And they went full nude, and I didn't expect that. So when I got there, I forgot how old I was, maybe 24 or something like that, 25. And I went with coworkers and a couple of their friends. And yeah, this is me back in the day, very, very green to life. Well, a lot more reserved back then, and also in relationships. So I was... eyes bugged out of my head, like, what the heck just happened? I thought it was just gonna be topless. They got the whole shit all out. It was crazy. And then I ended up recognizing one of the strippers there.
Were you like looking at her? You're like looking at her clitoris, and then just like, oh, I know that face. Like, I know that face.
They had different stages, and I just happened to look down to see, oh, what are these other chicks doing? And I just saw her face, and I was like, wait. I just kept looking over, like, I know her. I know her. And she she walked past us. And I was like, that is definitely her. And so I don't know the etiquette or whatever when you recognize a stripper in a strip club. So I was just excited that I knew someone out.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, girl. And she got embarrassed. Like, I was like, look, I'm in here too. Like, what are you? Why are you getting upset? But so then she put clothes on and then came back and was like, oh, I'm sorry, whatever. Bet you didn't think you'd see me here. I'm like, I mean, I don't know. Do you? If you like it? I mean, probably making way more money than me. Not have a desk job. So yeah, she was embarrassed at first, and then she eased up.
Yeah, we're weird about sex. That is so weird to me, though. Like, just like, I don't have a vagina, obviously, but like, everyone's got an asshole. And they're just like going out there flashing their asshole. Like, that's crazy, but like, this is my asshole.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty private area.
That is a very private. I mean, you have to get through some flesh to see actual assholes. So, very intimate, I would say. Very private.
Yeah.
That is brave. I'm like, I can't do that. Or, no, I don't want to say that. I probably could.
Like, comedians are brave.
Mm-hmm.
But like, going and like, putting your asshole just in like, bending over and being like, that's where all of my shit has ever come out of. That is a big, like, brave thing.
Seriously.
My battery's about to die, so let me switch it over. We're about halfway through, if that's cool.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I got so sad because I saw how much I had changed in such a short amount of time, and I felt just like a completely different person at when I had moved here. So I was really
Hope.
okay. No, I have not heard.
Doug Stanhope is on Traci. Focus on Traci. Back for the half, or I don't know how long it's gonna be, but back from the break, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a break nonetheless.
Smoke break.
Yeah. A battery changing break. Have you been like, what kind of music have you been listening to like, recently? Like any like specific songs or anything like that?
So, I listen to a lot of SoundCloud stuff, so it's very random, and a lot of times I don't remember.
You just listen to like SoundCloud random people?
So okay, it's like this collection, that I guess they're a label, I think, and they have artists under their label that they share, and so I just kind of start following people through there. So Selection, have you ever heard of them? So they do a lot of like alternative R&B kind of stuff, but then there's also rap and kind of electronica. I don't know. It's that whole whatever future sound is supposed to be.
Yeah.
They talk about they talk a lot about that. And so, yes, I follow a lot of those artists. And then I think this dude is under them.
Wait, what do you mean they talk a lot about that?
Oh, they just use the term future sound a lot. Future beats.
Like Future the artist?
No.
Like, I thought there was
a
like
genre.
That would be awesome if like there was rap artists rapping about how they sound like another rapper. Like, we sound like Future right now.
Though I do like Future.
Yeah.
Future's music. Not him as a persona, really, but the music, it kind of cranks. It just cranks. A lot of trap music just cranks, and it's fun to dance to.
It feels... I was watching Danny Brown talking about rap music, and he was on this podcast called The Church of What's Happening Now. And he's just like, rap music should be something that like you have to like, you're like embarrassed to listen to in front of adults. You know what I mean? Like if your mom's around or your dad's around, like you're embarrassed by and it's so true, you know. And I love like even like even like Biggie, you know, like I'm fucking you tonight.
Yeah.
You're like, you can't listen to that with your fucking aunt.
No.
I love like so much of the trap music is like this is dirty shit.
Yeah.
This is not fucking Will Smith.
No.
This is not
even close.
You know, whatever.
I went through a whole phase of slutty rap for a while. I mean, I still like it, but there was a good maybe 2 years where I was heavy into really slutty rap.
Like who?
Spank Rock, have you ever heard of? Okay, so,
I've heard of them, but I've never listened.
Yeah. It was like this whole collective.
I think I have heard a Spank Rock song. It was super dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Amanda Blank is kind of under that same umbrella and in the same kind of area too. And then there was one album I listened to for, I think they're called Plastic Little. Yeah, I was into a lot of slutty rap for a while, and I wasn't fucking at all, but I just liked.
That's where you got all your fucking energy out. Got all your sex energy out listening to music.
But no, yeah, I listened to a lot of Selection artists, and then Smino is a rapper that just came out with a full album recently.
Is he on Drake's new playlist?
No.
Okay.
No, yeah, it's completely different. I think he's from St. Louis. And yeah, I like his album a lot. So I followed him on SoundCloud. All the music that he was collaborating on and producing. So, and then I find a lot of people through SoundCloud for sure.
That's cool. That's really cool.
But, yeah, and then random Spotify suggestions. Yeah, been into a lot of alternative R&B lately. I just really like that sound. I like the content. And
like who?
Oh shit, who's one right now that I'm listening to? Is there one? I don't think there's any. I can't think of any one artist. It's more like songs I can remember more than artists these days. So I have several playlists that basically are of that whole sound, or just just a lot of like millennial love song kind of shit.
Girl, I will test you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. I was like, oh, but it sounds so good. It sounds a lot of it. Some of it I can't relate to. So definitely some of it, but a lot
Maybe
of
a
it.
slut to the right. Yeah, totally. It is so good though. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
It is. It's like, I mean, there's always like whatever it is. It's like whatever the new dirtiest shit is. And it's like, that always changes, like, you know, there's some stuff on, like, 36 Chambers or on, like, The Chronic that is, like, pretty nasty.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, people are, like, way more nasty now.
Yeah, they're putting it all out there.
And that's just, I don't know. I mean, it's awesome. It's good.
Yeah, it's good to be honest. Because people are really doing that stuff.
Yeah.
Consistently. So.
Yeah, Drake's album is just fun. Like, there's parts, like, where he's just, like, he's always just, like, I just fuck. Like, somehow he's got content in songs. There's no romance. It's like, no, we don't have to talk about romance. Like, that's a subject we don't need to talk about because there's so much other stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, you know, we weren't talking about this on the podcast, but, like, going back to being, like, is it worth it in this day and age to be in a relationship? And, like, this, like...
Well, what makes you question that?
I don't know. I mean, now what I've heard a couple times, and what I thought was a really good point, that someone's like, the only people that are worried about cheating are cheaters. Yeah. And so that was always like, okay, I'm just going to trust whoever it is. You know, but it's like, this time, like, I heard this, there was this bar, I won't say the name, but this bar and all these bartenders that work there, and they, like, you know what, like, double stuffing is when, like, two guys fuck a girl at the same time?
Oh, I didn't know that was
I don't know.
the term.
I don't know what to call it. But like
I thought
there was like
double
this
penetration. See, I'm all very technical.
double penetrate. Okay,
Double stuffing works.
but it's like an Oreo, you know.
Yep. Okay.
So this lady was like a teacher, or these two ladies were like teachers, and they got like railed by these dudes at the bar.
Dude.
Like one night they just all got drunk and just like railed these guys, and they had like kids and like a husband and all that stuff.
Damn.
And it's like maybe their husband was out. Fuck, maybe that's an arrangement they had. Maybe their husband
Right,
was out.
yeah, you
But
never know.
At the same time, I'm like, what if you're just like 45, you're at home, you're watching the fucking like Raiders game, and your wife's just got like 2 cocks in her mouth, and you'll never know about it.
Yep.
It'll be like this, it's a very weird, but at the same time, it's like when I think about that phrase, like, you know, the only people that are worried about cheating are cheaters, and it's like, well, you just have to leap. You just have to trust people, because there's no alternative. And if you're with someone and you're checking their text, I've never done that. I've never been like super jealous when I'm with someone.
Yeah.
So that's been, you know, I don't know. I just can't imagine that's healthy either.
No, it's not. Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Right.
Nah. Oh, really? Did you take pictures? Oh, really? How was the movie? What happened in Act 3? You know, like, whatever
having
the
secret
fuck.
accounts and following them.
Ew,
yeah.
People probably do that, huh?
Yeah, people definitely do that. Yes, absolutely do.
People really like that drama. You know, I was talking to before the podcast too, about like how my coworker, not at my current job, but at my old job, that was fucking one of the managers the whole time dating this other guy that she's now like married to or engaged to. But I'm like, this 2-year-long affair, and like he has no idea. I see their Facebook pictures, and they're just like, you know, super happy, and it's pretty.
Or maybe
wild.
he does.
But I think people like that drama, you know, where she's like, oh, the manager, fuck me, and then I go home, and then like, it's just like gives people meaning, and you know, we're working in a fucking movie theater, it's boring as shit, you know, it's like a boring thing, and so people just, I think, want drama and meaning. I think it's like that's why we love movies, and why we love like soap operas, and comic books are like a version of soap operas in a way. They give like high meaning and like these big grandiose aspects of humanity that we all kind of want to feel. And, he doesn't make me feel. And, like, you know. It's just sort of, I mean, it's a sensical thing, but at the same time, it's a lot to ask out of like life. That all these things will be like taken care of. Yeah. But right now, where I'm at, as far as that goes, I'm just gonna like date someone and trust them. And I mean, if they do some fucked up shit, that's on them. I don't know.
Yeah, and you'll find out. That type of stuff will come to light. You do not have to look for it.
In this modern age,
Shit, even back in the day, they always found out somehow.
You can't lie.
It always comes to light,
Who can be a liar? Like, you can't be dishonest and like get away with it. You know? You can't steal from someone and not look at them differently in the eyes or act differently. You know? There's no way.
I don't think it.
Just people finding out. Some people are good liars, though. I feel like this girl at my work, like that guy's never gonna find out.
He might know. Sometimes they do find out and they just stay. It's happened. I know what's going on right now with somebody at my job, not at this office, but in the Reno office. So, there's, I said the Reno, but yeah, anyway, East Coast office. So, I don't know what's going on now, but there's definitely a string of affairs that was kind of happening at,
it's so exciting what you're talking about. Affairs. No, I'm kidding.
No, I'm saying. No, I'm sorry. So, and most of the time they were people that would have to travel back and forth. So people would come from the other office. To DC? More like the DC people would come out here, have trysts with people here. And, and they would just
go back to their regular lady. Okay, I see.
Yeah. I mean, and the ones that I'm thinking of, they were women. That they had husbands back home or whatever, came out here for work, fucked around with somebody, go back and yeah, they're all up in the pictures and all this and that. So one chick, she came out, messed around with somebody out here. They got caught in the act, I guess. And
like she accidentally FaceTimed her husband in DC.
No,
how do you get caught on the other side of the country?
Someone walked in on them.
But like, someone from the office.
Yeah, because they
were like, "Free fucking husband."
I mean, they had to.
Your wife has a dick in her.
They got caught, and so they both had to resign. And her husband also worked for the company. And so, yeah, I mean, there's all this buzz. I don't know if there's still a buzz, but there was definitely buzz. And people knew that, okay, yeah, she had an affair with somebody or hookup or whatever. And he knew because we all work for the same place. But apparently he wants to stay with her. Though she's like, no, I don't love you anymore. I want out or whatever. But he wants to stay and keep the marriage and all that. So sometimes niggas be knowing.
So she had the affair and she wants to leave.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, there was some really good dick. Like, I don't want to go back to your dick. Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
This is so funny. One time I was at dinner with my dad and we're at dinner and my dad just looks around and he goes, half these people are gonna be divorced one day.
Damn.
Like, that is cold-blooded. And
Damn.
he just said it and it was just like, I was like, that is cold-blooded.
Yeah.
But it was one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
I mean, people who say stuff like they've been through things. They've seen a lot. It changes your outlook on a lot of things. You're just way more real with it.
Yeah, you wonder, too, it's like, would I have relationships if I never have gotten like so hurt I was more guarded? You know, like if my guard was down, would have things, I mean, obviously it's like one of those things you can never know.
Right.
But it's like, I've definitely, you know, you're like, oh, like that doesn't just, it's like getting an axe wound. It doesn't just heal overnight, you know? And so you know, like, okay, I'm going to fucking hopefully not get hit by an axe. Out here. It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm pretty ready to get like axed though.
Okay.
Get an axe wound.
Okay.
People call the vagina an axe wound. That's one
I
of the
didn't know that. I know cut.
My favorite. That's pretty good.
So
It's one of the funniest slang terms I've ever heard of. An axe wound. When I first heard that, I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Very interesting depiction.
But I'm ready for an axe wound both ways.
Oh, I was about to say.
Both
So you mean? Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Well, no.
But I would. No, I'm down to like be hurt. You know.
Yeah,
And
that's
you
what I
gotta
thought.
be down to be hurt. So I'm down for that.
That is very brave of you to say. Very
I don't
much.
know about that.
It's not. I think. I mean, people won't. A lot of people won't admit that. You know, that's really something, especially not a dude. That's for sure.
Well, I don't think there's not a ton of ladies that are super into guys that live in their dad's basement.
Mm.
So I don't have. I'll be just stoked. I'll be like, sweet, cool, you want to go on a date? That's great. Like, you're the first. I wish I'd be like so upfront about that. Like,
Yeah.
I live with my dad. I don't drive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, these are two things that are going to turn you off. You need to know about immediately. So I got a friend that was like living at home and didn't want to tell this girl, and then they could have probably had sex this one night, and like he just like ended up going home because he didn't want to like tell the girl like I live at home. And it's just really funny.
Oh, no, that's sad.
But at the same time, I understand. Like there was this girl I was like, I asked out on Facebook, and she's just like, she didn't say anything, but she was just like, you know what, I'm moving into a new house. I just got out of a relationship. I'm not ready to do anything like that. But it was also kind of like, I could see like, I don't own a house. she owns a house.
Yeah.
She's in she's doing other things with her life. You know what I mean? I'm gonna date like a 21-year-old that's like cool, sweet. David O. Russell movies. Cool. Ira Huckabees, whatever, like, where it's just like you're just young and into art. So that's basically what I'm doing, so.
Yeah.
And I think you're gonna. It's like I was talking about, like, I think I talked about this in the last episode, but just like, girls became like financially successful, and it wasn't like they got into guys that weren't. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm,
Whereas like guys, used to be like girls didn't have to have like a job.
Right.
Or anything.
Right.
And guys did. It was like, okay, well now ladies make money, but it's not like they are into guys that work it.
Yeah.
Wherever, so.
Yeah.
And it's a sensical thing because it's like I know it's a sensical thing. I understand it.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand it. I don't think it's right or fair. But, I mean, I guess I understand it. I mean, maybe, I don't know what this is called, but in my mind, it's kind of like, who cares? I don't know if that's me being naive or something, but I don't know. I'm always of the mindset of if somebody fucks with you, they fuck with you, and it doesn't matter what your situation is. It doesn't matter if you're living in someone's basement or whatever. I mean, somebody who fucks with you would just be like, no, that's cool. Like, I get it. You're obviously trying to make something of yourself. I mean, we'll work it out. I mean, I don't know. That's just the way it is. And especially in this day and age where people are staying home a lot later. It's just not the way it was back in the day. So, things just work out a lot differently. And, I don't know, I think a lot of ladies need to be way more aware and understanding of that. Sometimes shit happens, and you're not always going to just be knocking it out the park. You know what
ladies, come on.
Just saying. Yeah, because somebody, I don't remember who it was. I don't know if it was my brother or somebody was kind of dealing with a similar thing. Or I think it was my brother. Or he had to move back to my mom's house for a bit. He's older than me. And I think he was feeling down about that, like, oh, I'm staying with my mom or whatever. And my mom and I were saying, it's not because you're a bum. It's just you got a relationship. You had to leave. You were just going to stay up in the house with this person you're not with anymore, you don't like or whatever. This shit happens all the time where you have to kind of take a step back, get yourself together, and then you're on your merry way. But, even if you meet somebody in the meantime, it's like either they down or they not.
My dad owns this house. It's a huge fucking, I mean, it's not huge, but it's a huge house. You know what I mean? It's not a mansion, but it's just like it's a 4-bedroom in this basement house.
Yeah.
So it's like, a 3-bathroom thing. So it's like, okay, he's just gonna like I'm utilizing space that's on this earth that like I can take that $400 to my t-shirts. Like that's like rent money.
Yeah.
Every month I'm spending that much money, or around that much money into like trying to make my Here studios go off. And like all my stuff go off, and it's like, and I feel like, I'm just very like I feel like he's investing in me, and I feel like super thankful about that.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh cool, because this would be like I want to get to the point where I'm paying my own bills and stuff like that, but I feel like paying my own like electricity, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But like if I'm gonna live in Reno, if I move out in Reno, I'm gonna move out because I met a girl. Like I live here, and like I don't care about like getting like, if it might decrease the chance of getting laid. I mean, I think it does.
Yeah.
But I think it does for a lot of reasons. I mean, it does too, just because you're like alone in an apartment watching him. If you live alone or at a place, whatever. But it's just sort of like I don't care enough about like that.
Yeah.
I don't care enough about like that. I just like. I fucking like living.
I mean,
I just think it's so fun.
That's fine, honestly.
But I don't even know. I feel like I'm like trying to justify living here. We were talking about something. I can't remember what. Just like that financial thing. It is like a thing where and we were talking too earlier just about how like like you know, guys have to be good looking now. Just in the sense, just for like Instagram pictures, like the Instagram pictures, because it's like if you're like slubby looking guy, like you might look good, but like he's gonna make your Instagram look all shit.
Right.
He's gonna fuck up your Instagram. So you gotta make sure you get like a good looking. Just like how many girls are dating like dull guys right now because they're just like handsome.
That's so...
I mean, there's cool guys that are handsome.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I've met enough that I had to like stop hating. I was like so prejudiced against good-looking people in my life, and I still do. Like this one time, I met this guy that won the Survivor. That won Survivor. Like, I met a guy that won Survivor.
Okay, wow.
And I don't know if I've told this story on the podcast, but he was just like, I just met this guy. I was like, what's this guy's deal? He was just a handsome guy, but he was just like being so like boisterous and loud and just like just being so loud. And I was like, man, fuck good looking people, dude. Fucking good looking guy. He's taking up. He's just fucking being loud.
Yeah.
He's just being this really obnoxious dude. And then like I leave and I was just. He was wearing a cowboy hat. First of all, it's all you need to know. Second, so I'm leaving with my friend, and I'm like, what the fuck was up with that guy? And he's like, he won Survivor. It's like, oh, he won Survivor. Of course he did. That makes so much sense. He has all this money, and is just a cock.
Yeah.
But I used to hate good-looking people, but now I hate good-looking guys, but now I can't hate, because it's just like, it's just how they're born. But they're just, they're never going to be interesting. Like... There's nothing to get, like, that's why I hated the fucking Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield. Like, I wouldn't even watch them, because it's like, you're going to tell me that Peter Parker is, like, that good looking of a guy? Like, Peter Parker is good looking. Girls love Peter Parker. But he's not, like, good looking enough that girls would just like him off his looks. You meet Peter Parker, and then you fall in love with him. Yeah. And he's a strong, awesome dude that, now I sound like I want to fuck him. But just like, but I was just like, Andrew Garfield would never, like, have a chance to even open up a science book. Girls would be sucking his dick. Right. 12 years old. Like, guys that look like that are fucking at 12. Like, normal guys, you lose your virginity when, like, 17, 18, 19. But like super handsome guys, girls are like attracted to them in the ways that guys. They've probably been with
older women, too. Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck the babysitter. So, fuck Andrew Garfield playing Spider-Man. I'm so glad they canceled that shit. Because like, if you're a nerd, you're not. No,
I didn't watch the Andrew Garfield ones.
I didn't either, because why would you? I mean, I did want to see Jamie Foxx as Electro, but.
Oh right, yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
But that's about it. What?
I was like, just making noises.
Just making the noise.
Yeah.
I love Jamie Foxx.
I was thinking no to the Spider-Man movie.
Not Jamie Foxx. He's one of my heroes. I love him so much. I love that movie Collateral. Have you ever seen that? Him and Tom Cruise.
Oh no, I do remember it, but I did not see it.
Fucking dope as shit.
I like the premise, but yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Really you should be sorry. No, I'm kidding. So, besides the 3 singles that you're gonna, how would you do that? Would you do like just? What size would you work in to make it the easiest?
So that I'm not sure. Probably small. Nothing. I wouldn't do a full big painting unless you wanted me to.
No. I mean.
But yeah, I would probably work pretty small.
Because you can scan them and they blow up, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So I probably listen to the song a lot and just kind of pull something from that.
Yeah.
Take some notes, pull something from that, come up with something.
Yeah, I just think it'd be fun because the first 2 are about love, but like the third one's about sex. Sex is a part of love, but like they're all kind of connected. But 2 are from the album. One is just a single that I had that was on another album of mine, but I took it off because I felt like it didn't fit. And then I put a different song on that I thought would fit better. And I just had this song floating around, and I'm like, I'm going to release that right when I'm done releasing singles for my album.
Gotcha.
Just because I want to just get it all out. I want to get everything in the canon, basically.
Yeah.
which is fun. So that's gonna be so fun. I'm so excited.
Yeah, no, you are very awesome. I appreciate you asking me.
You're awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm in. I have room for a project.
Fuck yeah.
So
We'll figure out.
This is what I need. This is what I want.
So besides that, do you have anything else like coming up that you're working on, or are you just kind of? It's like eating and shitting. As an artist. There's times when you eat, and then there's times when you shit. That's Chuck Palahniuk was talking about that.
Oh, that's the Fight Club guy, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
someone's
Yep.
just like,
Oop,
do you?
oop.
He's like, they're like, do you ever have a writer's block? He's like, I don't know. I don't sit on the toilet when I don't have to shit. Something like that.
Nice.
But so, are you working on anything right now?
Not for a show, really. I'm just working because I need to build up inventory. To be honest, I just need just a bunch of work. I also I'm trying to work in real series now, and just kind of see what that looks like. Because I feel like I never really committed and really churned out work in the series. So I've been just figuring out a lot of those details about producing work and being a professional artist and how to you market things and all that kind of stuff. So I'm in a point where I'm refining a lot and just creating, just having a lot of freedom to create and not make stuff for a show. It's just because I'm just making what I want to make. So here's how I've described it to people really approaching this point in my life with making art is up until then what I think what I've been doing has been more like EPs. It's time for me to make albums.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of where I am right now. Just really refining who I am as an artist and getting better. That's always the goal, just to get better, skill-wise and all that stuff. Being more visible, so that's kind of what the YouTube channel is, and just being a little more consistent with social media, showing my face more, and my personality, putting my personality more into just the stuff I post. And and just really becoming just more well-rounded overall as an artist. Just always thinking about that. What's next? What do I do to get to this point? And what do I like about my work? What do I think is working? What do I think isn't working? And just kind of go from there. I mean, it's never going to be perfect, and that's okay. I don't expect that, but
that seems good though, right? If you're like, perfect, I'm good, peace out, whatever, fuck you, I did it. Seems weird, you know?
Yeah.
You're like, perfect.
Here you go.
I've never made a perfect album. I've made 9 albums. I've never made one that I'm like, perfect. Perfect.
Nah.
I was like, oh, cool.
Yeah, I'm fine with it being imperfect. I just need to do it. I just want to do it, put it out there, give it context. Because it's one thing to make it, but you gotta figure out what are you saying, and to your idea of it being a canon, like what is this story about? And what am I trying to say overall? What is at the root of my work? And just kind of go from there. A lot of digging and producing. I'm in a really good place. Awesome. I could just keep going on and on. I'm in a really good place artistically, and it's been like this for a few years. I like that whole aspect of my life. It's just, I feel like I have it on lock. Maybe I'm not super famous or anything, and that's okay. I'm not making a whole bunch of money, and that's fine. But I'm doing what I want to do. I didn't know what it was going to look like when I thought, all right, I'm really going to commit and really be an artist and just figure out those steps. I didn't know
it was really
original.
Like, so that's how you know you've done something. You know what I mean? When it's like, oh yeah, that's Tracy's Turner's. When it's not like just, and that's so much effort. And that whole, like, being different.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is what makes me different. I'm going to act different. going to like what people are so afraid of. It's like, oh, well, I'm just going to do what people really love because
Right.
people already love that.
Right. I did struggle with that a little bit, maybe a few months ago. Just, I don't know, not that I thought my work was shitty, but just the whole, why isn't it popping off? What are all these other people doing who have these thousands of followers or whatever and all these really cool commissions? What are they doing that I'm not? I'm just as good or whatever, maybe better or whatever. Just trying to figure all that out. And you see some people, they just make stuff and it's not saying anything, but it looks good. And I don't know, I struggled a lot with that. Like, do I need to change it? Do I need to do more of this style? Is that because that's what people are looking at, buying? But no, I never do it. I always just come back to me and just do what comes naturally and go from there. I don't know. I think that's the better way to go, really.
Yeah, because
You just drive yourself nuts.
If you... What?
You just drive yourself nuts if you're trying to just constantly keep up with what everyone else is doing. Or trying to be like, oh, let me change this because people are kind of responding to this topic or whatever. Like, okay, so not everything, but a lot of art right now is very political. And things that go viral, at least on the stuff that I follow, the stuff that goes viral, make all these really heavy political statements or what have you. And I don't do anything like that. I don't want to. I'm not really that interested in exploring that in my work. But there is that temptation, oh, maybe I should be start putting some of this stuff in there. Is that my duty,
Yeah.
But
totally.
I never...
That's my least favorite music of mine is the political stuff. Like, I probably shouldn't even say that, but like, the stuff that I like resonate with the least, like, I'll still like it. I'm like, I like that. I think it's good, but it's like, also, again, it's like, I just don't know. Like, politics is best in like conversation. For me, at least, it's like, or in like a grandiose type story like Game of Thrones, something that's like really interwoven, but like melodies and words. This is like really poetic thing, and you can do it. I'm not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying for me, I like this stuff that's like super political and kind of like. Well, the stuff that's just about a girl I loved is way more, it resonates way more with me because I think it's just more what I, So I feel like I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
Fuck that though. Like, it's like all that art didn't stop him from becoming president. All of it, and it is, like you're saying, it's like clickbait. And I kind of feel that way, and I don't know if this is really true. Because I do think, Vietnam War, a lot of facets went into stopping that, and I'm not a history buff, and I don't know a lot about that. A lot of times when you do, you think about, like, well, the music didn't, like, change the world then.
Right.
It's pretty good music. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, that wasn't so bad. And, I don't know.
Yeah.
Take a dump on Donald Trump. Like, that sounds like a dumb song.
Is that a real song?
I don't know, I just made it
Oh, okay. Yeah, and it seems like, it is only relevant for that moment or that point in time, really. And then what? Yeah.
I did kind of think that I did have this one song that was kind of about war, and then I was like, Obama's president. That song's not relevant anymore. And then I was like, oh, never mind. It still is. It still is. So as long as
keep that in the back burner.
As long as you're general enough, then like, as long as you don't like, you're not like, Nixon has a big old nose.
Right.
No one wrote a song as stupid as that. No one ever had Nixon as a big old nose song. That's a straw man. It's a straw man song. But I mean, war is always going to be around. I mean, Picasso, I love Picasso, but he had great stuff about war. But again, like, I love the stuff that it's like about people and it's just more. It's more day to day. It's more like real life. Relatable.
Yeah, I agree for sure.
You should always, I mean, on, like, you don't need me to say it, but you're killing it.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate you saying that. Sometimes me just telling myself isn't enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, thanks. Other than that, just working a lot. So, I think did I tell you about the artist residency?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't tell the people of the podcast.
Yeah, so I was offered an artist residency at the Torpedo Factory in Alexandria, Virginia. So that's back in my neck of the woods, just outside of DC. And I'll be there for the whole month of August, just making art full time.
That's so cool.
Yeah, and I'll get to be around other artists, probably doing it full time, maybe. And I'll be in an area where I can make a lot of connections, hopefully. That's the plan. People will be able to come visit me in the studio. I can just work on whatever I want. Well, it has to match what I was talking about in the application. But basically, yeah, I can just... I'll just make my work and have access to their facilities and just everything. My mom lives there, so that's perfect. I can it's really close to where she is. I can just stay there, drive in, hang out, do my art thing. Yeah, it'll be very intense, I think, and very challenging in some ways. But all I keep thinking about is that I just hope that I really maximize on the opportunity. I really want to be able to just squeeze out of it everything that I can and come back better, more prepared, or just more focused and just hopefully just be able to use that to take it to things to the next level, whatever that is. So yeah.
Fuck yeah, that sounds awesome.
It
Sounds so fun. Sounds super fun.
Yeah, it better be. It better be. I do have to do an artist talk during my time there, so that was one of the requirements of the residency. So I have to do some sort of presentation or demo or something for half an hour there while I'm there. So I have to figure out what
How will you ever figure out? No, I'm kidding. When somebody tells me you'll be able to give an artist talk quite well.
Oh, thanks. I hope so. I hope so. I mean, I've done a couple, but I was very green.
I think we've given some good advice today.
I hope so, yeah.
Money's the most important thing. Always do what you think other people will like, and always go with what's popular at the time, and don't follow your heart at all.
And all you have to do is just make it, and it'll work out.
Yeah. And you don't have to put any effort in people knowing who you are, and the opposite of all that stuff.
Yeah.
Of course. But it is, but what are your goals? I mean, if your goals are to get popular, a lot of that stuff is applicable. If you're just trying to get, whatever your reasonings are. Mm-hmm. I know there's so many people that are like, they're comedians to become actors, and I just don't like that. I mean, it just bugs me. Mm-hmm. Like, it's just something that bugs me about it, where it's like, if you love comedy, that's one thing, or if it's like you want to do a couple things, but like, if you're just using it like a bitch,
yeah,
I don't like that at all. And be like, I'm just going to use this thing and then become an actor, and then I'm not going to do it anymore because I didn't care about it in the first place. Right. It's like, what, dude?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
That is fucked up.
But also, you probably made some people laugh, so that's kind of cool. But, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I feel that way. I mean, there's just like, but I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, never mind. That's a whole nother thing. Yeah. That was a whole big, long, everything I've just done in the last 30 seconds made no sense. That was a crazy
about to go into something. No, reel it in.
Yeah.
Reel it in.
Yeah. Yeah. I was going to ask if, like, you thought but I mean, I might have already talked about this, but like, if people are just like born, the big artists are just born, or if like they're, you know, most people, I don't think most people. I mean, I don't think most people could do it. I guess I'll say that.
The comedy or just
art in
stuff
general. I think everyone has like specific things they can do really well,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't think everyone can do everything really well. Like I think that people are gonna have different passions that are gonna be like, you know, if you love cooking, you're gonna have a way better chance of becoming a great cook because your love for it's gonna make you spend more time with it, and things like that. But it's just an interesting thing where, I mean, I don't really. You know, I was just hating on the comics, and then I was kind of thinking about musicians, and like, do I hate on musicians that kind of like just do it to get chicks? I'm like, I don't really care. Like, you know, I don't really care. Like,
they're not changing professions at least.
Yeah, and they're like, I mean, the shittier other people's music is just gonna make your stuff look better. You know, it's like I don't want to hear shitty music, but I don't listen to it.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if anything, I don't know. But do you have like thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, I do think there's always one, maybe two, if you're lucky, things that people have that is like, okay, that's what you're really, really good at. And everything else is just like, yeah, it's great that you like it, but you know, these are the things that you should do. I think the people who are really good at a bunch of those type of people, those are like those rare anomaly type of niggas. Everyone else is just regular ass. We have one or two great things that we can do. We just need to just hone that and call it a day. But yeah, you know, like the Michael Jackson type of niggas where it's like, oh, once in a lifetime type of person, changed everything. That's not everybody. That is not everybody.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, that's like it. Malcolm Gladwell has that book about like 10,000 hours. Like, 10,000 hours, it's like there would be a lot better bands. If all it took was 10 years, you'd hear good music on the radio all day.
Right.
You'd be like, I can't keep up with all these fucking there's albums everywhere. You know.
Yeah.
If all you had to do is put time, it's like it's so much more. I think you're just like born with like. Quentin Tarantino is just born. That guy's just born that way. And like how much he loves movies, how, you know, everything about him.
Yeah.
His ability to command people, to lead people. I mean, there's so many things that everyone's super unique. And that's the thing that sucks, like, musicians and artists and stuff, they get like so much praise, and it's like we don't know anything about like scientists or
right.
You know, it's like, oh, thanks for saving the earth
every day.
Thanks for curing Ebola. I don't care what the fuck your name is. Thanks for
give me that antidote.
Yeah. Give me what?
I said, give me that antidote.
Yeah.
I'm sick.
Yeah. Thank you for curing this disease. You're welcome. My name is Doctor. Shut the fuck up. No one wants to know your fucking name. You're a fucking doctor. No one gives a fuck about you. It is. It's so weird. And, like,
that's horrible.
The technology we use, you know, like, you know, being able to, you know, being able to do these podcasts, like, on the cheap, you know. I mean, the camera was $350 to replace. The lens is $350. The mic's like $150. It's a lot of money in a way, but it's not $20,000.
Right, yeah.
It's, you know, $500, $700, and it's like, but there's guys behind all this shit, guys and ladies that are behind all this shit, and it's like, no one gives a fuck about them.
Never hear about them. Yeah.
But I guess what would you be like? I'm the rock star camera maker. I design all the cameras. I did the chip that made it look so good. Oh, I want to know who made the chip, who made the who made the power cord. I guess it.
Yeah, the only people who probably really into that or wanting to know are people who are just into it themselves.
Yeah.
And just like, yeah, I want to know how did they put this together? Who were the people about? Yeah. They just
fucking
really nerds for that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Nerds. I'm such a nerd.
And it's okay.
I'm such a nerd. I have like in my Amazon shopping cart like 4 or 5 action figures I'm buying.
Oh yeah?
I can never be mad about being single. I can never be like, why am I single? be like, oh, because you're about to buy 5 action figures. You're about to buy. But it's pretty fun. I'm excited.
That's what you do. I mean, my youngest brother is a gamer, hardcore gamer still.
People love that
just,
shit.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta give it up. That's what you love.
Yeah, just do it. Just do you. Just have action figures. I mean, he orders a lot of those figures too. And I mean, they just decorate his house or whatever. It's cool. I mean, hey,
there's girls that are into that shit out there.
Yeah.
I've seen them.
Yeah.
I've been to a Star Wars convention and I've seen like pictures from Comic-Con. So I really want to go to Comic-Con this year.
The San Diego one?
Yeah.
Or the okay. Oh
Yeah.
shit. How do you even get in there?
You have to buy a ticket. It's like going to Burning Man but for nerds. It's
Oh,
like
okay.
Nerdy
I didn't know
Man.
if it was one of those invite only or press only type of deals.
No, you
Yeah,
just
that's
have
cool.
to pay like $500 and like stand in line with smelly nerds.
Yeah.
Don't wear deodorant. Basically.
That's cool. I mean, once you're there, yeah, it's very cool. I used to want to go to the big video game one, E3.
Oh yeah.
I used to want to go there so bad. I mean, now I'm not into it as much, so
Yeah.
it doesn't matter. But back then, it was the big thing. I want to go to E3. Always.
Yeah. I loved like that G3, that channel
Yeah.
was awesome. I
Yep.
loved video games, but there was a point where I was like, okay, I could put all this time into music and my music would be way better.
Yeah.
And I think about stuff like that too, you know, like Facebook, that takes time.
Yep.
So it's like how many things, video games you gotta go. Sorry, I love you, but I can't.
Yeah, it's rare. I still play them, but it's,
What do you play?
I play mostly fighting games. Well, I
Like
just
Street Fighter and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I've always played those, but they're easier for me to play as an adult because I can just pick it up and play. I don't have to commit
Yeah.
to like a Final Fantasy, which I still love those games, but you can't just do, okay, I'm going to play this for half an hour.
Yeah.
Unless you're beefing up your characters, there's no way you can sit down and just be like, okay, I'm going to play Final Fantasy for just half an hour because I have to go to work. You know, like you're gonna be engrossed in those games. So I can't really play those.
Did you ever
as
play
much.
World of Warcraft?
No,
Yeah, like
that one
those
I never
games.
got into.
They suck. You have no idea how much time you spent, and it's like spending like 5 hours to get armor, and you're not even dressed. You're like,
Yep.
oh, fuck.
Yep.
I should probably get.
I've canceled plans over those games. I mean, not kidding. I have canceled plans because I was playing an RPG or something. Or I was like, nope, I gotta play this. I gotta play this. Like, I don't know. I think the last game that really had me like that, it might have been Bayonetta. Oh shit, that was a while ago. The first one that came out. I got really engrossed in that story. It was just fun to play. And I would just play for hours. You know, yeah. I remember, staying up, not going to bed till 4 because I was like the final boss of the whole game. And I was like, nope, I have to beat this. I had work. The next day, I think that was the last game. So long ago. That was so long ago. But you know, fighting games are the ones I'll mainly play now. Because it's just easy. Pick up, play a couple rounds, and leave.
Did you ever play Pokemon?
No, I never got into that. I liked the show and I liked the games. I liked the characters, but I never played the games. No, my brother plays them.
Yeah, they're super addicting. Super addicting.
Yeah, I just couldn't latch on. But no, yeah, to each their own. I like fighting games and the gory adventure-y kind of games. I like those, and although it's not gory, I like Ratchet and Clank. It's in that same kind of adventure-y platform game.
Yeah. I loved Jack and Daxter.
Mm-hmm.
That was my favorite kind of game like that. I love those guys.
Yeah.
I don't think I played Ratchet and Clank because I was like, fuck Ratchet and Clank. It's all about Jack and Daxter.
The rivalry.
I think I was always like, and then it's like, hey, you can listen to Tupac and Biggie, and you'll be better for the both of it.
It's definitely
You
the
can like
same
the
thing.
Stones and the Beatles. The Stones and the Beatles are both good. You don't have to like one or the other.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, I'm getting like really hungry, so
Okay. Yep.
that I mean I know I just ate before the podcast, but
Oh, you're fine. This has been great, though.
Thank you so much for coming,
Thanks
Traci.
for having me again.
You're very welcome. My pleasure. My absolute pleasure having you on. Episode 3. Very excited about that. Thanks for watching, everyone.
So long.